What is up, everyone? What is up, everyone? How is everyone doing? So nice to kind of be back and putting on videos for you guys. So this is a training vlog. We are not going to be talking about, shoe reviews and all that kind of stuff. I got plenty of those videos that will be coming up here in the future that will be dropping, as well as some of you have asked about the car sitting over here, and I will be doing a video on that as well. Probably be doing a driving video on that to kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to drive that car. But anyways, back to the video here. And so I wanted to kind of discuss with you guys about my training over the past couple of months. I've been kind of taking a hiatus from posting videos and making these vlogs for you, and I kind of wanted to let you know that yes, I have continued training, but I wanted to give you some hurdles that I have dealt with over the past couple of months. We're not having to talk about the Olympic hurdles that happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago, anyways. So what I'm talking about is hurdles with life, hurdles with the training, and hurdles with your health. Life kind of gets in the way sometimes. Sometimes you need to take time off to focus on the family and friends and those things that are important to your life, your job. So many things come into play, and sometimes we get a little bit too busy that we can't put in the training effort that we would really like to. So that is some of the discussion there, but mainly what this has to do is with health. So I'm going back. I started another half marathon training block, and as I started it, I got about 3 weeks into it, and on the third week, I'm not gonna lie, right at the beginning, I was having some problems with my left knee, and I kind of ignored it. I kind of thought, well, maybe just do some speed training, some strength training, some things of that nature, and see if it gets better, see if maybe the pain goes away and things just start getting better. Well, unfortunately, it didn't. And on week 3, it got to the point where I don't want to say that I could barely walk, but I was having problems. I was having some serious issues, and especially when you drive that car and with a manual transmission and you're trying to push the clutch in with your left foot when your knee is really bothering you, it's really difficult. So at the beginning of July, I actually, and sometimes this is really hard for us, and I think I've done vlogs in the past on this topic as well, but sometimes it's really hard for us to just be able to take a step back and recover and rest, because sometimes that's what our bodies need. And unfortunately, I had to take that rest early, and I had to take a week off from running in order to get better. I did do a lot of resting. I did, pretty much focused on work, focused on the family stuff, but there wasn't a whole lot of running. Actually, there wasn't any running. There was some walking. I did some walking, but I tried to keep my leg up and elevated as much as possible and to not use it the most that I could. So it took about a week for me to get better, and it's one of the most stubborn parts about me. So I'm very competitive in nature, and I want to keep training, and I want to keep pushing myself, and I want to keep getting better. And sometimes getting better means resting. Sometimes the simple act of resting will actually make you stronger. And that's what actually happened with me. I took that week off, and ever since then, I've actually felt better. Not only better with my running, but better with my overall health. I feel like I've been able to perform better. I feel like I've been able to hit my strides and hit my training the way that I wanted to. So taking that week off, I then came back, and I didn't immediately go back into the training block where I have days of speed running, days of just distance running, and then days of just putting miles in. The easy days, then the tempo days, and then the threshold days, and then I didn't have any of that. It was just go out and just put in some easy miles. So, which kind of worked out because I was able to test out some shoes that aren't in my typical rotation and be able to see how they work for me. It also allowed me to get some of the shoes to put some miles in, some break-in miles in them, so that I can actually use them in the future as they're already broken in and kind of molded to my foot. So that kind of helped out, but I have gotten back into the training block. I've actually hit the restart button, which is fine because the next race that I have planned isn't until the end of October. So I've got plenty of time to get that, that training block in and be able to get the mileage in. And so far, so good. I'm on the second week, getting back into the training block, and I'm feeling pretty good. So essentially, sometimes mentally, and I come back to the Olympics on this one because that was a huge discussion when it came to the Olympics, had to do with a mental health for a lot of these athletes. And to be honest with you, I think that as athletes, we tend to forget about our own personal well-being in favor of competition. Okay? Some of us are super competitive, and we don't put the mental strain and we don't put the physical strain in front of us because we want to compete. And unfortunately, I had to think about this too. If I am put into a half marathon or a marathon setting and I'm not mentally ready for it, I'm not there. I'm so focused on, maybe I had some issues going on at home. Maybe there was an illness that happened with a family member, or just family drama, or there's just things that are going on that I can't focus on my training. I can't focus on the run. I can't focus on the task that's in front of me. I'm not going to be able to perform at my best. I'm not going to be able to go out there and, even for a half marathon, if I'm not mentally prepared for it, my mind is clear, refreshed, stress-free, I'm not going to be able to complete that 13.1 miles or further. I have to be mentally ready for it. You look at your physical strength, and yes, you may physically be prepared for it, but are you mentally prepared for it? Because if you're not there mentally, you're not going to be able to perform at your best. And then caveat to that is also your physical health as well. If there is any little sign of fatigue, of stress, of problems with your body, like for runners, if it's your hips, if it's your knees, if it's your ankles, your calves, your quads, even your lower back. I mean, and dare I say it, but even sometimes, because you use those arms, right, to drive energy. If your shoulder has a slight tear in it, or is extremely sore, are you going to be able to efficiently and effectively get those arms moving the way that you need to in order to drive that energy? And then also, are you going to be able to withstand that for 13.1 or 26.2 or however many miles that you're running? Because if that starts hurting halfway through, or your shoulder, your back, whatever it is, you're going to want to stop. You're going to want to call it quits. You're going to want to try to figure it out, and you're not going to be able to perform at your best. So you have to be physically ready, rested, and recovered. And you also have to mentally be rested, recovered. So those are kind of my ideas, my training vlog for all of you guys that are out there. I love running. I love going out there and proving to myself that this is something that I never thought I could do in my life ever before. And yet here I am, being able to do it and having the opportunity to do it with you guys here on YouTube. So I'm really ecstatic to be able to share these vlogs with you guys. I know they don't get a whole lot of views. I appreciate all of you that actually stay tuned to watch these videos. I hope you find the video. Inspirational, motivational, helpful, insightful, all those glorious words. You know, anything that I can do to kind of show you my insight as a guy who was never a runner, as a bigger guy, to be able to help you become a better runner, better person, so on and so forth. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. As always, please click that like, subscribe button, click the bell to receive notifications of future videos, vlogs that will be posted up. And as always, guys, enjoy the run. Thank you.